ActionSA President Herman Mashaba will announce the party's Western Cape Premier candidate for the upcoming elections in Manenberg. The party says Manenberg, which is defined by escalating gang violence, widespread poverty, unemployment and chronic underdevelopment, represents contrasting realities of the Western Cape. ActionSA says it's committed to ensuring that the forgotten communities across the Western Cape have the opportunity to share in the province's progress. Mariska is on the story for us. Mariska, thank you so much for your time. Just talk to us about what we can expect today, particularly as it centers around that candidate to be named today.
Yes, good morning to you and welcome to Manenberg in Cape Town. We arrived just a little moment ago, and actually the program has started with ActionSA, but we were fortunate enough to pull aside its leader, President, Mr. Herman Mashaba, to speak to us, and let's pose those questions to him right away. Mr. Mashaba, thank you so much for your time. I know your program is about to start. First of all, why launch in Manenberg?
Well, I think it was important for us to launch here in Manenberg, because you will see within the next 10 minutes or so, I am going to be unveiling someone who comes from this neighborhood, this particular community, someone who grew up in this area, someone who understands the issue of the Western Cape over many years. So it's a really exciting day for us as ActionSA to have really attracted the right person for the Western Cape. And yeah, it's an exciting historic day for us as a new political party. First time to contest in the provincial elections, first time to contest in the national elections. And Western Cape, it's important for South Africa. I think we are aware of the developments, we are aware of the challenges, and we believe we're the only political party that can actually help the Western Cape to really be what it should be.
What should it be?
Western Cape should really be a province like all the other provinces, in make sure that I think when we provide services to everyone, but without actually bringing the standard down. What we are saying, my own personal belief, when in life as government you operate, bring everybody up. Unlike some of the political parties, when they operate on the basis on the law, and they are saying, no, all of us must come down. What we are saying as ActionSA, those who are up there, please, let's work together to make sure that we deal with the inequalities in our country. And that's what we are committed to do. And you will see our premier candidate, it's actually someone who actually carries that rally message and lives it.
How has ActionSA grown? As you say, you're a new political party contesting for the first time in the Western Cape. What have you found on the ground is the response to you contesting in the Western Cape?
Oh, well, it's been honestly under the chairmanship of really one of the most competent, patriotic South African, Michelle Wasserman. Michelle, for me, it's someone I so dearly love. Someone who loves this country, loved by all the people of the Western Cape. She's the one who laid the groundwork for what we are doing today. So yes, I'm really over the moon, because if I look at the reception that Michelle and the team received on the ground, without any doubt, you can ask her when you get an opportunity, overwhelmed, exceeded our wildest expectations. We thought Western Cape would really be a difficult province for us, only to find it's actually one of the most accommodative provinces waiting for ActionSA. I remember during the 2021 local government election when we only contested in Gauteng and KZN, Western Cape really felt disappointed with us that we never gave them the chance. But I'd really like to apologize to them, but it was the right decision that we took by not really overstretching ourselves. Remember, we launched our party right in the middle of COVID. We were only a year old, and one mistake I did not want to make, to give an impression that we were ready to contest the entire country. We only contested 6 out of the 278 municipalities. But however, We are now ready to contest the entire country. Today, now in few minutes time, we're going to be launching our premier candidate for this province. And then on Thursday, the last premier candidate for the city of for Gauteng. And we're having the event at the City Hall in Johannesburg. It'll be packed by people of Gauteng. And we strongly believe ActionSA is good. If people thought they were surprised by our performance in 2021, wait until you see this time. Because I can tell you, every time I go anywhere in the country, the people are just really waiting for us. In fact, sometimes I feel overwhelmed by the expectations. Actually, it's like growing up, my grandfather, I used to feel that my grandfather's expectations of me were unreasonable. I used to like sometimes say, no, this old man is really too much on me. But right now, it's exactly the same feeling I'm getting from people of South Africa, where they're saying, ActionSA, you are our last hope, and we will do everything possible. We are human, we are fallible, but I can assure South Africans that we are going to do everything possible to make sure that we operate in an ethical manner. We are patriots. We are going to deal with the rule of law. We are going to deal with this high unemployment. We are going to encourage private sector investment. We are going to do away with all race-based legislation, make sure that we unite South Africans like how Nelson Mandela promised us in 1994.
And then what is your expectation for the elections in the Western Cape and then nationally?
Well, I'm happy to give you an academic exercise. Sure. Obviously, I think for us as ActionSA, we'd like to really get outright majority everywhere we contest. Is it possible? I think one has got to really be responsible or reasonable. Look, you know, South Africa has entered an era of coalition. It's for that reason, ActionSA is part of this multi-party charter so that we can really get as many political parties as possible. However, when we go out there as ActionSA, we are saying, please give us as an ActionSA the majority. But in the event you don't give us the majority, these are the parties we are prepared to work with, because we share to some extent some of our core values of a non-racial South Africa, a core value of ensuring that the private sector is the one that's going to drive the economy, not union and so-called communist. We want this country to make sure that our children get the best education. We want to declare war against drug dealers. I can tell you, drug dealers, given opportunity, I'm going to be the one actually raiding drug dealers, make sure that we put them in jail.
And the Western Cape?
Well, anywhere in the country, whether drug dealers are here in the Western Cape, they're in Gauteng or anywhere else, we are going to declare war against them. And once found guilty, drug dealers, they must know they'll never get out of jail. No parole for them. And what we are going to do, we are going to invest money in establishment of drug rehabilitation centers for our youth who are victims of these drug dealers. I've got experience when I was the mayor of the city of Johannesburg, the first municipality to establish drug rehab centers for our youth. But while we establishing this drug rehab center, we've got to close our borders, make sure that all the drug cartels, South Africa will be too hot for them. They will never be accommodated in this country.
Thank you very much. The President of ActionSA, Mr. Herman Mashaba, speaking to us there about their ambitions for the upcoming elections. As you heard him say, for the first time they'll be contesting across the country and actually announcing their premier candidate. They wouldn't hint to us right now who that will be. We'll find out in a little bit and come back to you later and tell you who that is. But we know that it is someone from this community. And you heard Mr. Mashaba saying there that the party is confident about its outlook. It's confident about his chances in the elections. And let's wait and see. Let's join them now as they announce their premier candidate within the next 10 or 15 minutes.